Every year, 9 million people around the world die of hunger. On the other hand, around 2.5 million Americans die due to the obesity epidemic every year.
Agriculture is the world's largest industry. It employs over 1 billion people and generates over $1.3 trillion of food annually. 1/3 of the food is being wasted, meaning 1/3 of the money and labor are pushed into a landfill, and 1/3 of the world's total food could have gone into the 1 in 9 people going to bed hungry each night.
On the other hand, there are those people who overeat. Over 160 million people in the United States are either obese or overweight. So there are people on both ends of the spectrum, and it is important to help both.
95% of homeless people have phones, and 80% of them are smartphones. Every year, consumers in rich countries waste almost as much food, 222 million tons, as the entire net food production of sub-Saharan Africa, 230 million tons. Globally, we throw out about 1.3 billion tons of food a year, or 1/3 of all the food that we grow. The United States as a whole wastes more than $160 billion in food a year. Food waste and loss has a huge carbon footprint, 3.3 billion tons of carbon equivalent. In wealthy countries, especially in the United States and Canada, around 40% of wasted food is thrown out by consumers. We visited and interviewed 2 local restaurants. We questioned the manager about food wastage, portion sizes / serving sizes, and how they incorporate the food plate into their meals. The 2 restaurants that we interviewed were Villamaya, a Mexican eatery, and GrillMarx, a steakhouse.
When we interviewed the manager at Villamaya, we asked about how much food gets wasted by the restaurant. The manager at Villamaya replied that on a weekly basis, nearly 15 bags of trash are being thrown out because of leftovers by customers. Although customers have the option to take food back home, many of them do not follow that choice, and the restaurant ends up having to throw out a lot of the food trash that's left behind by the customers.
When we asked them about how they incorporate the food plate into the meals, the manager at Villamaya replied that they try to offer the customer a variety of options so that they can incorporate all 5 parts of the food plate, which are grains, protein, fruits, vegetable, and dairy. And they say that they want to incorporate more options so that it's more balanced diet. What about leftovers from customers and stuff? I'm sure you have to throw that away, right?
Well, if it's any leftovers from customers, they have the ability and right to take it home.
Yeah.
From there, we don't know what they do with it.
Yeah.
But we do end up having some waste from customers that don't consume it all. But that's just really on a day-to-day basis. Some people can eat the 16-ounce steak, some people can't, and some people choose to not take it home. So on average, there's a few ounces here or so wasted from beef. Fortunately, it does happen, and we do see people wasting food, or when they order a sandwich that has lettuce, tomato, and onion on it, and they just push it off to the side, and it goes right in the trash. You know, it is a waste byproduct, but it's also a cost to us that we incur. So we try to eliminate that by asking every guest exactly what they want.
So how many trash bags do you think you throw away on a day-to-day basis?
Oh, we do use a plastic trash bag.
Oh,
But we go through food waste or just in general waste?
Food waste.
We go through, let's say, about 150 bags of trash a week.
Oh.
So, but that also includes actual trash.
How about a variety, relating to the food plate, the grains?
Yeah. So we do have options available for grains and vegetables and proteins and dairy and everything in between. It's hard to have an actual full balanced plate.
Oh yeah.
But we do offer a lot of our entrees are proteins, like our salmons and pork and beef, chicken, all those most of them are plated with either a starch or a vegetable. And our steaks, you have the option to choose. So you can supplement 2 vegetables, you can have a grain and a starch, you can have again, really pick and choose, and that's what is that creative ability for the guest and the individual to pick and choose what they want. I think educating everybody about the food plate is essential, especially at a younger age, and kind of really ingrain that in them. But it's also things like physical activity and being active for 30 minutes a day, and you know, choosing water over soda and things like that. That's where I think it would be beneficial to incorporate the food plate with everybody else.
So do you think like an app that, you know, has games and simulations and quizzes as such, or even for like younger kids so that they're educated, do you think that would help? Like a little
yes,
bit,
I think
some impact.
Yes, I think it will help.
Our app helps both types of people. It helps overeaters keep track of their daily nutrition intake and allows people who are starving to go to bed with full tummies. Food Steps is the solution. Fun quizzes, interactive games, a helpful diet tracker, food tips, and a program that finds the nearest donation center will all help solve this problem.
People can donate their excess food. People starving can visit the nearest donation place, and others can donate and keep track of their diets to stay healthy. Our goal is to fight the growing obesity and malnutrition problem all over the world.
After researching food wastage apps on the App Store such as Foodfully and No Food Wasted, we realized that most existing apps are not interactive or educational. Food Steps is the optimal solution because it teaches users about food wastage and portion size, enables them to donate to local centers, and allows them to eat healthily while still being fun and interactive.
We're all 8th graders.
We all attend Rural Community Middle School in Germantown, Maryland.
We are all 13 or 14.
We're all in this math and science and computer science program.
I'm KSLS and I program the map component of this app.
My name is Suhanya Agrawal, and I coded the quizzes, interactive games, and educational part of the app.
My name is Lindsay Zain, and I coded the food quest part of the app.
My name is Saraga Surendra, and I coded the part of the app that includes a diet tracker.
We are the Cryptic Sonic Legendary Seekers.
Food Steps.
Solving food problems step by step.